What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo. In today's video, we are jamming the new Jinx album from Waterparks. I've been super hyped on this. So hyped that I actually stopped myself from reacting to all the singles when they dropped because I wanted to have more songs to check out on this record. So I listened to Red Guitar and If Lyrics Were Confidential. Fuck's going consequential. Either way, I love those songs. And so I stopped myself. So we have 11 songs to check out here on the Jinx record. I'm hyped about this. Yeah, it's Waterparks. It's going to be a vibe. I love Austin Knight's vocals, so I'm excited to see what happens there. He does have one of the most interesting voices in the coolest way. So I'm excited to dive in. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe, follow me over on Instagram at Steven in Stereo. If you guys want to see the full uncut album listening party version of this video, you can check it out over on Patreon. It's already up if you're watching this on YouTube. So love y'all. I'm excited to dive in. Let's go. Starting with Tell Me Why featuring a lot of people. Let's see. Mark Hoppus, Danny Elfman, Eric Nally, and Sorry My Love. All right. Well, let's go.
I woke up in a conference room, two guys in polyester suits with clipboards saying we're here to do your earthly exit interview.
Okay.
Before we even get to that, said God please kill me now. We decide to help you out. Now you are here and here is now. Wait, what the fuck's they freaking out? It's the only point of life is not to die.
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why? It's the only point of life is not to die. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why? Okay, I just need some answers. Like why do kids get cancer? Why is murder even possible? Why is heartbreak feel unstoppable? What's the point of allergies? Why did you even make disease? Why is money not fulfilling? Why do I? If the only point of life is not to die, can you tell me why? Can you tell me why? If the only point of life is not to die, can you tell me why? Can you tell me why? Why I care? Why I cry? Why I'm so terrified?
Fuck yeah.
Is not to die. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why? Okay,
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so heavy. Starting the Waterparks album out with a breakdown is such a mood. And a shredding solo.
Hell of a question, Mr. Speaking out of
Tenacious D vibe.
Since let's see, you collected all 7.
Can you tell me why?
I feel like I'm at a festival with that like a little acoustic part. Kind of gives me like a Woodstock vibe. Such a good way to start an album with a breakdown and a solo in a Waterparks album, so I'm happy about that. I also love the Tenacious D kind of vibe of Austin Knight speaking to the devil, which is also hilarious that Austin Knight goes into an almost death and his near-death experience brings him to Satan, letting you know that he would be going to hell if he died. I love that. I kind of feel like that's where all of my friends would be. Y'all are my friends. I don't really have that many friends. I hang out in here a lot. Anyways, the other thing that I really love about this too is it's almost like him kind of like pleading out there. Like, if the only reason that we're here is just to exist and then die, why does so much of this stuff make me miserable? And why is there like no way to find any kind of happiness throughout all these things? He said he thought that money and fame could cure depression, etc., etc. The point being, it does sometimes feel like life is just a struggle every day. And even though like we're thankful to be here, it still feels incredibly challenging, especially if you may be of the thought process that there is nothing when you die. That is where my beliefs lie. And so, yeah, I do kind of like hold every day a little bit more special because I realize that this is what I have. Fucking hold on. Yeah. And in typical Waterparks fashion, I appreciate that there's like scenes happening here. There's like character development. There's all kind of things going on. And of course, I didn't know the other people that were in the track. I had never listened to before, but even just having Mark Hoppus on this track, I think about Blink-182's impact on pop punk as a whole, and the fact that they did so much silliness in their music, and the fact that Waterparks can pull those things out as well. Super cool to have that. All right, Prowler.
Lost every father figure that I had in LA this year. I tried to rewind, but life is unkind to the sincere. So fuck it up, like a princess. It's dead when I got my it's nothing. No life's not fair.
God damn. Oh. Clock it.
Read the paper,
Oh, I love the way he says headline. I didn't want to stop it when it happened. I know he's probably going to say it again. So sick. I'm going to learn it. Woo!
Read the paper.
What?
Caught the headline. Saw they played you. So I crossed my heart and so I crossed my heart and so I crossed my heart and I asked my eyes if it's do or die. Let that shit ride.
Oh, yo, so many things. One, y'all made the song too short because there was one more chorus in there, damn it. And there was one more chance for us to sing and stage dive, and damn it, that was fucked up. At the same time, I really like the song because I think it's important to remember that. If I remember correctly in the song, if lyrics were confidential, I think he says in that he hates half of the fan base and the other half know why. And I think he's trying to imply that like there is a level of toxicity no matter how much fame you end up in. And sometimes people will then hold you to the fire of these like expectations that they have of you. And he's trying to say like, I'm a singer, not a savior. Like you can't just like make me to be this Jesus Christ figure because I'm gonna let you down. I'm a human being. And I think that's really important because I think in the days of social media and parasocial relationships, sometimes people will put all of their feelings onto these bands and onto these artists to the point that they probably feel guilt in every song they write because they know that sometimes people are taking this shit way too much to heart. And there's got to be like a fear that surrounds kind of doing that. At the same time, he's talking about, you know, the NDAs and kind of having to like be this celebrity figure and how the pressure of that should be creating somebody so happy and shiny and sparkly, but it seems to be crushing him. He's crushing under the weight of this. But I like at the end when he says like, if it's like do or die, then I guess we're going to do this thing. Like, I guess I'm just like, I'm buckled in, like I'm not giving up right now. So I love that even though the pressure's like affecting him, he's like, fuck that. I can't give up. All right. Better than therapy. Hell yeah.
I like that you don't got a waiting room where I sit there with other dudes waiting for my turn to get to you. You don't check the clock or interrupt me when we talk to say that's all the time we've got. I like that too.
Oh.
I like your personality.
Someone who's been in therapy.
Just don't be fucking mad at me when I act out dramatically. 'Cause even when you panic, I'll be just as manic.
Ah!
Crash and burn away together to the bottom.
That melody.
Draw you like Titanic, worship you satanic. But baby, basically, I like that you take care.
Draw you like Titanic, worship you satanic may be my favorite Waterparks line I've ever heard.
Draw you like Titanic, worship you satanic. But baby, basically, I like that you take care of me, love me so much it's scaring me. Yeah, you might be the death of me, but you're better than therapy. Don't be fucking mad at me when I act out dramatically. 'Cause even when you panic, I'll be just as manic. Crash and burn away.
I'm sorry, I got to take it back though because it comes in so much stronger this time. Yeah. Listen to this.
Just don't be fucking mad at me when I act out dramatically.
Oh.
When you panic, I'll be just as manic. Crash and burn away together to the bottom. Draw you like Titanic, worship you satanic. But baby, basically, I like that you take care of me, love me so much it's scaring me. Yeah, you might be the death of me, but you're better than therapy.
We're moshing at the Waterparks show. Come on. Fuck. Fucking hell yeah, brother.
Draw you like Titanic, worship you satanic. But baby, yeah.
Holy shit, Austin. His voice right here, like it does that gravelly kind of like raspy thing right here in like the most beautiful way. Right here. Oh. First off, you can tell just from that verse where he's like talking about sitting in the room, no one's watching the clock, saying that's all the time we have for today. That is obviously somebody who has experienced some therapy. And I love that too, because you do notice when you find that person that seems to bring out those same things that you can get in therapy, but you feel so comfortable around that person, and that person tends to accept you for who you are. And that's what, well, I think that's what Austin's trying to imply is like, this person is better than therapy. They are this escape for me. They are my comfort. At the same time, I got to remind you, don't be fucking mad at me when I act out crazy, because this is just who I am. And I'm a little bit spontaneous and sporadic, and it kind of makes me the person that I am, but I'm still going to need you to the point that I want to draw you. Like, I want to paint you like one of my French girls. And I also want to worship you like the Satan queen you are. Yeah. And I just love Austin's vocal there at the end. Are you kidding me? That raspy moment is like so pretty. So between one of my favorite lines from them in this song and then that vocal, that's a great song. People were asking me to react to this one, and I felt bad that I was having to wait until I did the album just because I like the name of it. So I just figured it was going to be a good song. That's a banger right there. All right. Nobody But You.
What about eating out for you and me, staying in? Certified, blow your mind, whatever's left of it.
Damn.
If your skin is poisonous, my choices, I'd be dying from that. Cause it's an honor to be on you, and if God sends me back, the bedpost is burning, your lava, but hotter. Clothes will come pouring off our bodies, cause my body's fitting perfect in yours.
Oh, the hi-hat rolls.
I don't want nobody but you.
Wait, what?
I don't want nobody but you.
That's so pretty.
I don't want nobody but you. I don't want nobody else.
It's got such an R&B vibe. I'm so into it. Woo! Tell him, Austin.
The bedpost is burning, your lava, but hotter. Clothes will come pouring off our bodies, cause my body's fitting. Don't want nobody else but you. I don't want nobody but you. Don't want nobody but you. Don't want nobody but you. I don't want nobody.
I mean, they are one of those bands that are so good at the track by track thing, in a sense that like you really don't know what you're gonna get. And I know like it's such a generalization to put a band into like a pop punk category, but the reason that I like that Waterparks has so much of that pop punk sort of like history that obviously comes out in their music as well, but so much in their history that they are also able to kind of like double down on the pop side of it. So I think I have like multiple Descendants records up here. Well, including a Descendants tattoo. So I'm a lifer. The Descendants, like OG pop punk, the pop punk band, so good at blending pop melodies with like a punk instrumentation and doing it in a way that was so singable that paved the way for bands like Waterparks. What I love is that in modern day, people like Austin Knight, people that are but specifically Austin is really great at this. The range is so just like, I mean, there is literally no limit. It feels like, because pop is such a catch-all category and Austin can do it so well. Like, think about the groove of Nobody But You. Like that could have been like a pop R&B, just kind of like fucking single, and hearing the instrumentation with the hi-hat rolls. And like, I don't know, it is just really cool to hear him in that element and to hear them be able to do that so well. I like that pop can be so present on albums like this while still having breakdowns like we did in the first track. I think there's a way to make this stuff sound cohesive the way that a band like Waterparks does. So even though it's wild and kind of all over the place, it all makes sense and you want to sing along. I fucking love that. Gwen Stefani.
Can we talk about the weather? I'm getting tired. Small talk with tires like, you're from there? That's crazy. Well, did I mention that I've been crying lately? Hey, Alexa! Hi. Am I fitting in? I think I just realized I don't need rest, I need caffeine.
Fuck.
Cause I gotta get some sleep. I even found the perfect space between a rock and harder place. My friends are drunk on sake. I'm sick from this to sunny. It's freezing at Milwaukee.
It's hot in Milwaukee today.
Gwen Stefani.
Fuck. Yes. I don't know the reference because when I think of dressing like Gwen Stefani, I just feel like you have a Make America Great Again hat on, which I know you would never do. We love you for that. Oh. I miss him. I mean, he's missing. Oh. Fuck, dude, my neck is gonna hurt so bad from headbanging this album. So the only thing I can think is that, because I can't think of what this song could actually be about other than an actual point in time that this may have happened, because it sounds like this was like early days of Waterparks. So was there a moment in which they did like a No Doubt set or something? So there was a reason he would have been dressed like Gwen Stefani, other than the fact that, I mean, I guess she had some iconic looks at once, but you know, but just like the way he says, like, I'm standing out in the rain, like my friends are all drunk, I'm passing out flyers, like, have you seen this band, etc., etc. That all just kind of feels like he's very much putting us in a place. I don't know if it was like, you know, just a Waterparks tour or opening for somebody or something, but I'm guessing that's what it's about. I don't know. Either way, I love the melodies of this. And I have to say, this chorus is so strong to me. I love just how like Austin can ride on a beat like this. And then the melody that comes in with the la-las, like, come on, like we are in a whole ass movie. It feels like for a moment. And then I kept wanting that chorus more and more, which brings me right back to what I was saying in the last rant, which is that pop punk is so beautiful for that reason. Like the fact that we have like sing-alongs every single song, every time, it just makes you be a fan. Like, I just want to sing. I just want to sing to my heart's content. And I also get really bummed when I don't know the words right away. Like, I wish I would have knew all the words to Gwen Stefani because I love the chorus. The hook is so good. All right, this is No, No, No. No, no, no. No, please, God, no, no. Yeah, what a good range. Don't go away, don't go away. Oh. It kind of feels like the same person from Better Than Therapy. Like, I want every version of you, regardless of what that version of you is. I want it all. I want every color. Fuck! Oh, I gotta learn that. Oh. That is such a banger. Are you fucking kidding me? With the set? Oh. I want sass with that. Let's go. Oh my God, you're fucking moshing. Oh. Yeah, I gotta learn that. I gotta learn that. Pronto. That guitar riff is so noodly in the best way. I love how heavy and easy chorus sounding this chorus is. Very dun, 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 dun. Like, it reminds me of like early 4 Years Strong and like some A Day to Remember and stuff from like, you know, the 2008s and 7s, and God, I'm old. But I love that. Also, the Newfound Glories, right? Newfound Glory kind of brought the easy chord thing to life. And I love hearing them. That chorus is so heavy. I have so many thoughts that are happening and I can't get one to come clear on how I feel about how heavy and fun that is. It makes me just want to sing it. It makes me want to learn the riff just so I can fucking be a part of this song somehow. Does that ever happen? Do you ever like listen to a song and you're like, I fucking wish I was a part of this? That's how I feel about this. I also love that it's a love song that I think plays off of Better Than Therapy in a way. This person that I want every single version of you. I don't care if it's crazy. I want you. And I love that he even ends the chorus by like just saying like, I want you, and like letting that kind of like just kind of live on, like letting that be the final statement. Also, the synthesizer in this song is fucking tight. If you can't tell, I'm so hyped about this. Okay, playing music.
I'd spend 7 days in the same clothes, 'cause you said you liked my outfit a week ago.
God, same. Oh, so epic. Oh! I love that he said that. I hate crowds, but I go out from Sunday to Saturday. That is like such a real thing that I love that gets pulled out of our of the musicians that we love sometimes. It's like I myself in the same way. I am a complete introvert. I am so shy. I'm so quiet outside of my office until I feel really comfortable with you. I just like, I can't do it. And crowds is like the worst for me. But there's something that comes out in musicians that's so beautiful that they can get on stage despite having to battle what would arguably would be the biggest battle for some of us, which is getting in front of a crowd. Oh my God. But for them to go out and do it, you can tell that there's like this is such a love letter to being in a band and being able to be a musician. And I think that like, as somebody who will always have, FOMO, you know, I like to play guitar and stuff, but like I have FOMO, like I wish I was touring in a band. Right. Yeah, it's really cool to hear people that are like genuinely this in love with what they do. Oh, those drums come in so cool there. Oh, that's trippy.
You can bathe in the waterfall under my eyes. Venus erupts like the 4th of July. For you would go out crucified. I'd speak the good word of your face worldwide like a myth, a pledge to glorify.
Oh, so pretty. I have goosebumps on my cheek and I just shaved, so that sucks. Okay, I love this because it is an open love letter to music. And I think that it's so pretty because at the same time, it's an open letter to fans as well in a way, because it's saying like, please don't change your mind. Like, please don't stop loving whatever it is you love that allows me to do what I get to do. And I think that like, it's important sometimes because I feel like everybody's a fucking commercial. These aren't loaded. Everybody's a commercial. Everybody wants to sell you something and have a discount code to something and fucking, oh my God, I hate it. And I take a pretty strong stance on it. And the reason I say that is because I think that music can sometimes get lost in capitalism to the point that it fucking sucks the soul out of it, right? It takes all the fun out of it and turns it into greed. It's all just about fucking awards and money and fame and all this bullshit that at the end of the day doesn't actually matter. Maybe it matters to some people. But what I love about hearing a song like this is it reminds you that these artists are out here loving what they do and feeling a therapeutic release in the music that they play, to the point that they feel like even though they maybe have other things in their life, nothing compares to this ability to go out and kind of like live their heart through their music. And like, as somebody again who has this sort of secondhand, you know, I have FOMO of it. Like I would love to do this. Like I have a lot to say. I would love to do this. And I think that like hearing them speak about it is the same way I would think about it, in the same way that I could see that, like, I appreciate that they can still see these things and appreciate and love them. And especially for a band like Waterparks, who, you know, have been on a grind for a very long time. They've toured so many times building up their band. And I got to say, they got one of the, like, they're so strong at their marketing. I think Austin is like always on the internet. And I think there's something really beautiful about that, because there is a passion there. I don't think you could understand it unless you're actively in it. Like I can't even fully understand it. Like putting out all the music in the world that you want, just hoping that people like resonate with it to the point that they want to go see you live. And then in turn, that becomes something that you get to do. And while you're not doing it for the money, it is nice whenever you can eat while also touring. So it is so wonderful that there are fans out there like all of us that love these bands and appreciate them. Fuck yeah. All right. That was a rant y'all didn't ask for. This is Mirage.
Secrets best forgotten, mystery I'm so lost in, echoes too afraid to speak.
Damn.
Rolling in the absence, clinging to the past tense, memories no one wants to keep. If I could a dream another dream,
that is beautiful.
one where you can hear me.
Oh, the harmonies on it and the reverb.
In a language I can't speak, but it does.
Valhalla vintage verb.
Blue haze frustrates.
Oh.
Undo me, it's okay. But you say it's too late. I can't escape. The mirage that never goes away.
Damn, that comes in strong.
I can't touch or taste, I can't help or change. The mirage, but
oh, yeah.
Sunday, but
fuck.
Sunday in my best dress, super dark and anxious, cozy in my 6 feet deep. I keep trying to live up to what I loved about you. Sun bleached on a magazine, lost without the light you took from me. Now the only thing I can see is the mirage that never goes away, never goes away. What I saw,
damn.
touch or taste, I can't help or change. I'm haunted by it always, like shadows in the hallways. Try stopping you, but always you walk away. Like the mirage.
Oh. Holy fuck.
Always try stopping you, but always you walk away. Like the mirage.
I'm sorry. I have to keep listening to this.
You walk away. Like the mirage.
There are some high runs back there. I don't know if they're Austin or if it's like the whole band or what's going on here. This is perfect. Perfect.
You would always you walk away. Like the mirage.
Oh. I need this live. Oh, it's so epic. I need wind blowing in my face.
That never goes away, never goes away. What I saw, I can't touch or taste, I can't help or change. I'm haunted by it always, like shadows in the hallways. Try stopping you, but always
Fuck.
you walk away. Like the mirage.
I am so impressed.
Just starts over. Why does time heal everything with me?
Oh, I'm genuinely impressed by this song. Holy shit. These guys made something so special. Look at this. Actual goosebumps. I think a lot coming from whatever vocals are. I am literally sweating now after this. the harmonies at the end, whatever vocal thing is happening there, genuinely has me like a full physical response. And I love that. At the same time, while I don't know anything like about Waterparks' personal lives, their, you know, them, whatever, other than the fact that I was born in Houston too, y'all. The thing that stands out to me is it seems like this is somebody that is no longer in Austin's life. Like, you know, and I'm just like speaking from like just what I hear from the first time I'm listening to the song. I don't fucking know, but I think it sounds like he's speaking about this, like somebody that he had in his life that's no longer there, but he can't seem to stop seeing them everywhere. And how difficult that can be, because you're like, you know, right back, you know, the seasons change, everything starts over. We're another year into this and I'm still not healed. And what's happening to me? Why is time healing everything but me, this wound that won't go away? And there's also a beauty in it too, because it doesn't sound completely sad. It sounds more like almost like the Lion King. Like we're in a moment where we're standing up on the mountain looking over, and like you just hear this very like massive sort of like sound, this very like cinematic and theatrical moment. Everything's very like uplifting. And even though it's sad, it's almost like this motivator of like, man, why does time heal everything but me? But also like, I'm going to keep fiending for October again. Like I'm just going to keep going every year after year that I have to. And I guess your memory is just going to live on because it's all I have. All I have is this mirage that I keep going towards that's not there. I also feel like that mirage could be happiness. Don't want to get too crazy there, but is it possible that every year he's trying to get better and he's looking at this forward, which is happy, as a lot of people say, and every time he's almost there, he's not there again. And now another year has passed and he's still not being able to get to that point. So mirage could be a lot of things. And I think we all have a mirage in our life, which is probably why this song feels so like, to me. And I got to say it one more time. Austin is an incredible vocalist, and songs like this prove that we still don't even know what he's capable of, because hot motherfucking damn. All right. This is Taste Like Tangerine.
I bet that sweet release tastes just like tangerine. 1,000 feet. Wait till they see me now. 'Cause I just
Fuck that bass.
gas tank is full of lemonade. Save my parade for rainy days.
Gas tank's full of lemonade is really good, because it's like when life hands you lemons, right? And he's like running he's running his fuel on the fact that life has only handed him lemons and he's got enough to go. So he's just driving so fast on the fact that life has just handed him so many lemonades. This shit is so bad at this point that he's so tense. He has so much pressure on him. He just needs a sweet release. He's fiending for the fact that it's going to be sweet like orange juice, and he has nothing better to do than to cut his seatbelt off and drive with all of that stress as hard as he can to float, to drive and fly through that windshield and float 10,000 feet above. Maybe that's off a trampoline. The point is, he is like becoming this like unstable force with the amount of shit that's been piled on him lately, to the point that he needs a way to let it all out, let that steam go, let that sweet release happen. And I love that. I feel like I just watched it happen. I could just see Austin, don't know what color hair he has this day, but he just hits something at full speed and like, I feel like the whole video is just him floating and like singing to us while this is happening in slow motion. And then the end is just him like it's over. Like I'm just going full force at whatever's going to happen to me. Do or die, baby. All right. Any minute now.
think about how dumb the average person is. They're still smarter than half the other people that exist. What I gotta know what it's all about.
The little sense section. Oh, same. so pretty. Yeah, I love those subtle strings.
The first home at 17. Same age I worked at a haunted house in 713. Spent October scared straight.
I wonder what our age difference is. And I wonder if we ever cross. There's no way we didn't go to the same shows at some point. Like, there's no way. Between Java Jazz, between Java Junction, between Fitzgerald's, between Warehouse, between Walters on Washington, the new Walters. I feel like there's no way that we didn't go to the same show at some point. Just saying.
I gotta know what it's all about. And ever since I was a kid, I wonder when the moment is the point.
Damn, his voice is so good in this song. I like when he puts a little bit of strain on it. Gives like more emotion to it. It's so good. Oh my God. Those runs are so pretty from him. Ugh. I love the influences this band have, because they just like take all of some of my favorite things in various genres and kind of bring them together in such a pretty way. And I love that. At the same time, Austin's ability to just vocally challenge himself to anything is like incredible, because in moments like this, like I said, that little bit of strain he puts in his voice hits a little bit of the high notes and like high moments that happen there. It just like adds so much sauce to something that's already so pretty. I love the lyrics of this, because I feel like, if you don't know, if you're stuck being 17 right now in 713 working at a haunted house, or that's just where you're at in your life, good luck, because I'm 35 and any minute now, I'd love to figure it out. Love to know what the meaning of life is all about. But I think the more that you learn about yourself, the less you care about what the meaning of life is, and more of like, what can I do while I'm here to not make the world suck anymore when I leave? Let me leave it the way I left it, or a little bit better. I think it's an important way to live, because the truth is nobody knows what happens when we go. We all have our beliefs onto what happens, but I would like to think that while we're here, we try to do better. We're not doing a very good job lately. All right, let's be better to people. Any minute now, we can be better to both fellow humans and the animals. All right, this is the last track on the record. Unfortunately, I'm having so much fun with this, but it's called Girls Need Guns. With that title, who knows what we're going to get? I'm ready for it.
I graduated high school in 1975. I guess I was 16 when abortion became legal. And yes, I feel like it's part of your health care. And even if you want a baby badly, you need to be able to get out of it if it's not going right. Otherwise, you'll die, or it will keep you from having others in the future. But it's about, of course, as you well know, they don't give a shit about a baby. It's just about controlling women.
Oh, most accurate statement. I literally got goosebumps from that. Even just like, was that Austin's reaction? Just like the blow into the mic, like, that is such a real statement right there. We're going to listen to it again in case y'all in the back didn't hear it.
But it's about, of course, as you well know, they don't give a shit about a baby. It's just about controlling women.
It is what it is. It's fucked.
Mothers grow to fear their own damn sons, and if the past's a sign of what's to come, the world's fucked up, the girls need guns, yeah.
Because I actually knew girls that were pregnant in high school, and different decisions were made by all of them. But I remember thinking, I feel like we are becoming more equal or valued humans, not just who you're going to marry. And right around then, my mom, who, like I said, she's got 2 college degrees, but she still needed permission from my dad to be in the bank account or to have her own. I was old enough to to get what was happening and remember when women were second class. I mean, these days, even if you want to be pregnant and something goes wrong, in Texas, they're going to let you fucking die.
Yeah,
And
they
that's why
sure
I
are.
said, you can't come here. I said, as much as I want to be closer to my kids, I don't want it to be here.
Yeah. Damn. Damn, this is good. I'm glad they put this on here. Look at this.
Okay, well, you can call me anytime, honey.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I love you very, very much.
I love you too.
I want you to be safe, please.
Okay, you too.
Okay, all right, honey. We'll talk soon.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
Oh, who is that? Is that mom? Is that grandma? Who is it that we're talking to on the phone, Austin? I gotta know. I'm just so thankful for them to end on this track too. I feel like it's so powerful. I think it's really cool to have like a lived experience of somebody who saw progress happening or what they thought was progress. Meanwhile, on the back end, you still had to get permission to open a bank account, etc., etc. Women have been targeted for eternity. And I do believe a lot of it is cast from the quote unquote original sin in the Bible, which is crazy that like women have to deal with so much from what I believe stems from religion, obviously. But at the same time, no one else takes anything else in that book literally. Like there's no other rules that people are following. They just hand select a few of them that they can use as a power trip, because for some people that book and religion and all that stuff is everything. And when people try to use that to control people, when you have to worry about the fear of what's coming next because you're not following what's in these pages that some dude told you to read, an old book that's misread, that no one understood correctly, look at what we do historically time and time again. It is unfortunate that this is the society that we are continuing to go back to, but it seems like where we're at. So it's important for bands, it's important for people to speak about these issues because it brings awareness to them, because maybe you're somebody who doesn't go out and vote all the time because you don't realize just how bad things are. But then maybe Waterparks puts this song out and you're like, wow, I didn't realize they were attacking women's healthcare at the same time, which, okay, I guess like it's okay to not be educated about something and then learn about it and then form a statement. However, these seem like some pretty basic understandings. However, maybe some people don't realize that abortion is such an important piece of healthcare for women, because there are women that die giving childbirth. There are times whenever a baby is not fit to be born. There are so many situations. And unfortunately, if you do look up some of these places where they have outlawed abortion, you should see some of the horror stories that these women are dealing with. Imagine losing your child at like 3.5 months and being forced to carry it until it comes out on its own. I don't know if that's anatomically how that works, but I do know that there are situations in which people have had a miscarriage or the fetus passed away and they were forced to carry that baby to term because they don't have access to abortion, because states like Texas, my fucking home state, sucks so much. It sucks. It fucking sucks. And I love Texas and I fucking hate that because, again, it's the point of why as a society do we continue to move backwards. And, you know, I could sit here and talk about this all day, but I'm just really thankful in this moment that a band like Waterparks chooses to use one track on the 13 tracks that are even on this record to basically be a full moment for y'all to bring attention and awareness. And like, it needs to be heard. I think it's important. This is a very punk rock thing to do. I grew up, you know, listening to bands like Crass, Subhumans, etc., etc. These bands are very political and very outspoken. And these days, sometimes it feels like artists, you have to pull their fucking teeth to get them to tell you what they stand for. Fucking stand for something. Like, we don't want to support people that fucking suck. I personally don't. I imagine you guys don't want to as well. As soon as I hear that somebody sucks, the last thing I want to do is talk about them. Like, it just like irks me. I want to support people that are doing something. And I know that like people will say music's not political. Fuck that. You have a platform. Music's fucking political. The people that are in that crowd, that's political. The people that are there, the communities that are built in there, the fans that support you are from all walks of life. And they want to know that when you get up there, when they're buying t-shirts from you, you're not taking that money and sending it to support motherfuckers like Donald Trump. And I think that's really important that everybody wants to know. And I don't think that every person is out there supporting Donald Trump. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I want to know that the bands that I support are supporting shit that I care about, or at least being decent base level human beings. I think it's so important. And you know what? We share everything on social media. Everybody shares their entire fucking life on social media. I don't think it's out of the question to just want to know what the people that you support are supporting. So I'm very thankful that I'm supporting this band, and I'm very glad that they have a full track like this, and it makes me love this record even more. So hell yeah, I just had so much fun diving through this entire thing. I like that Austin and Waterparks use a lot of moments in the lyrics here to talk about the pressure of kind of being where they're at as a band. And this is a band that works so hard. Like I said, they are constantly online doing the most. They're working all the time. And the thing that shows to me as somebody who's also grinding on the back end, you know, with my own thing, I know how much work that takes. And I know that the payoff is not incredible to the work that's put into it. But for them, when I hear a song like Playing Music, all of it's worth it. All of it is everything, because when you have all that pressure that they've been dealing with, that they're at the points of Tastes Like Tangerine, or they're searching for happiness in Mirage, or, you know, all these different moments, there is something about Playing Music where at the end of the day, none of the other shit matters as much as this. So we're going to go full speed ahead on the thing that we love the most. And in turn, you know, hopefully that just turns out to be the support of people that continue to let us do what we love. So I think this whole record can be boiled down to the song Playing Music. However, having said that, I also think there's a little bit of a love there, unless they are speaking specifically about music being better than therapy. I think that I like that No 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 and Better Than Therapy have this sort of like love there, where it's like, I have this release, I have this person that I feel like I can get all of my emotions out of. And it's very important to me to be able to have that comfort when I come home, that you love no matter what manic version of me you might get today. And that is such a strong statement right there. The instrumentation of this record, the composition overall, is sick. I love how heavy some of these songs are, but then switching it right up into a ballad the next track. I think that's a really cool way to do that. I also love the guitar riffs. I feel like the lead guitars, especially in, was it Taste Like Tangerine? I think it was, right? I think it was Taste Like Tangerine. There's a Noodly guitar in there somewhere. I'm going to have to go back through and listen to this again so I can find it, because I want to play that song so bad. I just like the whole point of being able to mosh and noodle that guitar while Austin is singing is a whole ass mood right there. I hope you guys are enjoying this record as much as I am on first listen. I feel so hyped. Not only was I enjoying it, but that last song just got me so stoked about this band right now. So fucking hell yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, let me know your 3 favorite tracks in the comment section. You guys could drop a like if you want to help out the channel. You don't have to. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me over on Instagram at Steven in Stereo. I feel like I post there all the time. Also, if you want to see the full uncut album listening party to this version, which is probably an hour 5, probably an hour. You can do that on Patreon. Links in the description. The YouTube version is obviously much shorter for copyright and for pacing. So I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks so much for hanging out and stopping by. I love y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.